Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today we will talk about yet another very enlightened and spiritual soul whose life story is a lesson to all of us to tell you what another monk said about humanity. Every human being has come out as an enlightened soul only after passing through some very unsavory, dark, and unpleasant experiences. No one is an exception. Whether in this birth or in the past births, everyone has gone through some quite embarrassing situations before realizing their own mistakes and then improving or curing themselves of their maladies or their bad habits. Now, before we talk about this monk, let me tell you about another saying that another person told me, which is very important to all of us. It is like this: it takes a lot of effort to achieve success, but it takes a lot of God to digest that success. That means that on the material plane, you can do a lot of effort to achieve your success. But when or once you have achieved that success, to digest that success, you need a lot of spiritualism and God to help you get the energy to digest that success. Usually, when you do not do so, success comes to your head and stays there until it brings you down to earth sooner or later. Now we will talk about this person. This person was born in the state of Kerala in India. He was an ordinary child belonging to a very respectable and well-to-do family. Right from his childhood, this boy was very wayward and unruly. Unruly in the sense that this boy did not accept the norms of the society. So much so that he was up to some mischief or the other all the time, as a result of which the law and order of that particular town was very upset and angry with him. Luckily, this boy's elder cousin was a lawyer. Hence, whenever the cops caught hold of this boy and took him to the police station, this lawyer cousin used to go there and bring this boy out. This went on for so long that this boy's actual father was totally fed up with him. But then fate intervened. Nobody knows how, but this boy got gravitated towards spiritual guys who were staying in a temple in that town. How he was attracted towards them is not known. But one thing is certain. One day, This boy had an opportunity to travel with those people to the shrine of another monk in Tamil Nadu. That monk was already old and quite enlightened, and he was already becoming internationally known. That monk, that Tamil Nadu monk, had this habit of keeping himself quiet, not giving any comments, but telling everybody, you all can become what I have become. The only thing is that you should meditate within and find out what you are. This is the only advice this monk from Tamil Nadu used to give. Our friend also went there and he attended a discourse or a meeting or a sitting with that Tamil Nadu monk. That Tamil Nadu monk was always meditating and he seldom opened his eyes. And whenever his eyes opened and his gaze fell upon anybody for that matter, that person considered himself or herself quite lucky. On that particular day, this monk, this Tamil Nadu monk, was sitting quietly and suddenly he turned and his gaze fell upon our hero. Our hero felt as if his body had taken a electricity current of 40,000 volts. How this happened, nobody knows. Probably it was a belief from that small boy, or it had something to do with the gaze. But the moment that gaze fell on this boy, his fate and destiny changed. This boy left everything and went to the Himalayas and searched for his gurus. He meditated for some time and then came back to preach the public about God and spirituality. He became quite knowledgeable and erudite and wrote several very interesting and very successful spiritual books on various subjects. Not only that, he also started giving very famous and very interesting spiritual discourses. The name of this boy, who once was a wayward kid in Kerala, was none other than Swami Chinmayanand, on whose name there is a mission and a trust, and who is internationally famous. A person who started with thus with such humble beginnings as a wayward and unruly child became so enlightened a monk. This is an example I am telling you to tell you that you should never lose heart or to give up hopes. People from various humble circumstances, even worse than you, have come out and become quite enlightened and spiritual and have been an asset of this society. We all should thrive and pray and surrender to God and ask Him to make us so spiritual and enlightened as these monks so that we can also make our life a success, get self-realized, realize our Brahman, get delivered, liberated, and we ultimately go back to Godhead. Kindly let me know what you think about my talk on this subject today. If you feel that I am making some sense, kindly acknowledge it by subscribing to my channel and pressing the bell icon so that I can inform you about my future videos. Please pardon me for any mistake in my diction, spelling, grammar, or appearance because believe me, when I am talking to you about any subject in spiritualism or materialism, I cannot distract myself towards these frivolous matters. Till we meet next time, it is a good day from TSV Raghavan.